Hello and welcome back to Inside Quotes, the show where my brother and I rewatch, review, and relive the staples of our childhood. This is episode 144, and today we are on a quest to find the stapliest movie of all time. And is today's movie that movie? I'm your host, Jeremy, and with me today is my older brother, Jonathan. Jonathan, welcome back to the show!
Quack, quack, everybody. It's great to be back on the show. Jeremy, I'm excited about today's episode. This could be a contender for one of the most stapliest movies of our childhood. It's up there.
I would give it that.
Not to tip our hand. But hand has been tipped. So, we are on a path of rewatching Toy Story movies before Toy Story 5 comes out.
Right.
They had the premiere last night. I haven't heard any reviews yet. It's not officially out for like another week. But that means it's summer movie season, which means...
Are you hopeful?
I don't really know.
I think I am, actually, for once. Minus all the Taylor Swift media that she's getting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I
just don't care for it that much.
I am very hopeful for the premise. I feel like that's very interesting. Yeah. But I haven't really loved the trailers that much. They seem very run-of-the-mill animated movie type stuff. So
it's like... Yeah, I agree. I think the animation's getting too good. Like, they're starting to not look so plasticky, like toys.
And it's changed a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Like, you know how like they released the Shrek, image, and they looked a little bit different? It's not quite that way. Or like Sonic, when they had to like redo how they animated Sonic. But there's a couple things that I'm like, it looks a little more... Like you said, more like CG animation, less like toy plasticky looking.
But I also think that they're doing a lot of quick zooms, like a lot of the new animation these days. And I don't really like that as much. But anyways. We're not talking about Toy Story 5. We will in a couple weeks.
Yeah, well,
maybe.
We'll see. We will talk about Toy Story 5 for just a moment, though, because... We've got to do our fantasy box office updates.
Oh, good segue.
You drafted that one, so...
I sure did.
I know you're rooting for it to succeed.
I'm feeling good. What movies have you seen off of your list so far?
Well, here's the standings currently. I'm currently in the lead.
All right.
But that's because I've had more stuff come out than you, I think.
Yeah.
So, of these movies, I've seen... Sheep Detectives, and I saw The Breadwinner. I think that's it. Of your movies, I've seen The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Okay.
So,
I have not seen that. The only one that I have seen... I have a very funny story. Okay.
Yeah.
So, on Tuesday, Abby and I have started going to the theater for $6 movie nights. And that's not just at Regal, by the way. It's at NCG Theaters. It's a theater that is close to us near Gallatin, which I'd never even heard about until we went there. We saw the Michael movie, which I did not draft, and we decided to go back because there was like an advertisement on their website that said free popcorn, unlimited drinks. For like $12 or something for like a scary movie. And Abby was like, you know what? I've had a stressful week. Let's watch a scary movie. We both hate scary movies, by the way. And we thought it would be like some random like scary movie. But it was genuinely the scary movie. Like a scary movie that just came out. And I realized that, I drafted this.
Oh, okay.
Bro, let me tell you what, I've seen maybe one clip from that whole 5 of those movies so far, and I was like, it's like a horror movie but airplane. So I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and they checked our IDs, and it was rated R, of course, and we went in and we started watching it, and about 15 minutes later we walked out. It was pretty rough, and it wasn't even like funny. So I'm hoping the dirtbags of the community are watching that movie to help my points get up. But I unfortunately paid $6 on accident to see that movie.
Was it one of like the mystery screenings? Is that what you said, or
We thought it's what it was.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wasn't looking it up, and Abby
Yeah.
saw it and was reading it to me. I was like, yeah, $12 for a random scary movie? That sounds scary. But then it was literally Scary Movie.
Well, it has made a profit, so you drafted a good one. Whether or not the movie
$12 of that profit is due to me. So
you're to blame, huh?
However, I do not suggest watching that, listener. If you have any sense of humor at all, it is not even that funny.
Yeah, I think the tagline is every line will be crossed, so it's just meant to be offensive. Yeah,
it was very offensive. We pride ourselves in being a family-friendly podcast, but sometimes we will see a movie that is not as family-friendly. But this one, I don't even suggest to anybody.
Yeah.
Horrible movie. Oh my goodness.
Well, Masters of the Universe came out this past weekend, and
yeah,
I drafted that as a movie bomb.
I heard it bombed.
It's not been doing that well, and so that's been negatively affecting you.
Oh.
So,
man,
your only hope is Moana as a bomb.
I might be regretting that. Hey, but I also, you know what? What? Go back to your list.
Yeah,
I saw that
most of my other movies aren't
Spa
doing
Weekend
well.
finally got a movie poster.
Yeah,
I saw that at the theater.
we had no idea what it was, but
We didn't think it was coming out. It's going to be the hit of the year.
yeah. Well, I've got a profit of 118 million, and that's mainly because of this Obsession movie that came out.
Dude, I wanted that movie.
Well. So, you drafted Backrooms, so
that's doing good too.
That one did pretty well for you. So,
I'm
anyways,
negative 316 million.
Yeah, that's because of Masters of the Universe.
Oh,
so we'll see.
and Mandalorian, right?
Yeah, and Mando didn't do that great either.
Oh man, it's okay. I'll make it up for Doomsday, and I'll make it up for Toy Story 5.
Yeah, I feel like that's $1 billion movie right there.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
It's weird being so optimistic when the last experience we've had was Toy Story 4.
I mean, yeah, but
I'm excited to see that movie again, and maybe I'll like it more. But I remember not really liking it. I don't know.
I remember I
was 20 years old when I saw that, so
we'll see. We'll definitely rewatch it and cover it at some point here. So I know I disagreed with like some of the decisions that they made, but I mean overall, like it wasn't a bad movie. Like it was a good movie, and I enjoyed some stuff. I even remember quoting some of it with you actually. The Key and Peele like
they were
Carnival
great.
Prize.
They were great. Shut up! No, we'll get to it later. 2
Get 'em.
weeks. Get them. All right,
Yeah.
that's our one quote.
But yeah,
Zip it, because we have to talk about that in 2 weeks.
Well, should we talk about today's movie, Toy Story 2?
Toy Story 2, one of the greatest sequels of all time, I would say. Dare I say better than Shrek 2?
That's a good question.
When sequels come?
That's an interesting comparison. I actually rewatched Shrek in theaters, the first one, and then I watched the second one too at home. I haven't gotten to 3 and 4 yet on my Shrek rewatch. But
what's Shrek 3?
Shrek the Third. You're very familiar.
Right. I just never heard anybody call it Shrek 3, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, today's episode is Toy Story 2. For those who haven't seen this yet, when Woody is stolen by a toy collector, Buzz and his friends set out on a rescue mission to save Woody before he becomes a museum toy property with his roundup gang, Jessie, Prospector, and Bullseye. Does that pretty much cover it?
Okay, let's be real. Has anybody not seen this movie? Comment below. I feel like everybody has seen this. I feel like they've seen this before they've seen the first Toy Story.
Yeah. I mean...
Because that was my experience.
Oh, do tell.
Jonathan, this was my first ever Pixar movie I've ever seen in my life.
That you remember? I mean, probably. Yeah. That makes sense. You know, you're born in 97, so...
I was born in 97.
Yeah.
This movie came out in 99? 8?
Yeah.
99.
November 24th, 1999.
Okay.
Thanksgiving release.
And, you know, I was alive when A Bug's Life came out, right? That was 98?
Yeah.
Or was that 96?
98.
But we didn't have that on VHS.
No.
But what I did have...
We didn't have this one.
Well, yeah. How did I have it?
I remember getting this from Blockbuster the first time.
I got it on DVD.
Okay.
Well, I also did... I wasn't really seeing this whenever... In 1999 when I was 2 years old.
Oh, okay.
But I do recall seeing this, not in theaters, but like one of my first ever DVDs was getting this.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Finding Nemo or Monsters, Inc. was my first ever. Maybe Monsters, Inc. was my first Pixar movie.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm going through crisis right now. Oh my goodness. I'll never know.
It doesn't matter. Just say it was this one.
Well, I didn't see this in theaters for sure.
Our stories are 93% true. That's what we tell people, you know?
Yep. Margin of error. That means there's like an 8 or 9 margin of error, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not good with numbers.
All right.
Well, I did not see this in theaters. I remember getting this from Blockbuster and watching it for the first time. And also just because I was so young, like it was just a surprise. All of a sudden, like, oh, this movie that I love, Toy Story, has a new movie coming out. That's cool. And like, so it was just a complete surprise that was even a thing.
Because what you've seen of Toy Story prior was just the credits, right?
Well, I think we had the VHS at that point.
At that point, you had rewound that a couple times.
Yeah. And I also remember there was a little bit of confusion at the time too. Maybe it was the same year or the year after. The Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, like straight to DVD animated thing came out. Yeah, and so I feel like there was some confusion about like, wait, is this Toy Story 2? And it was like, no, that's not the real Toy Story 2. That's going to be like a show or something. This is Toy Story 2. Right. And I feel like they were in stores around the same time. So there was like a little bit of confusion, at least on my part.
Buzz Lightyear was all over the shelves back then.
Not in 1995. Apparently there was a toy shortage. Short-sighted toy retailers didn't have enough to meet demand.
What a great dig. That's also such a brag on how good your movie was.
Yeah.
Our movie was so good, they didn't make enough toys from our character.
For Toy Story.
Yeah. Who'd have thought? Well, should we dive into history and fun facts?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Well, this movie came out in 1999. It's directed by John Lasseter. And one of our favorites, a writer of this, is Ash Brannon, who is famous for Surf's Up.
I did see that, yeah. This goes way back to OG Inside Quotes, Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Ash Brannon.
Don't go listen to that. It is bad. Much like this.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty good. It's better now. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
go watch the movie.
Ash, I remember when I saw Ash Brannon, I was like, what is that from? And I specifically remember my intro to that, and I said, it's Ash Brannon. Maybe I didn't say it like that, but you know, Surf's Up on Inside Quotes. Go check it out. It is rated G. Not Surf's Up. I think that's PG. But Toy Story 2 is rated G. Mm-hmm. The tagline on poster, the toys are back in town. That's a good one. I love that.
That's good. That's good.
It is 1 hour and 32 minutes, so you can watch this in a pinch if you need to. And, of course, it is on Disney Plus as of this recording. And some fun facts about this. The cleaner who fixes Woody for Al, his name is Jerry, and he's from the Oscar-winning Pixar short, Jerry's Game, where he plays chess with himself. And he was based on renowned makeup artist Stuart Freeborn. And then, you kind of said that already, the quote, back in 1995, the short-sighted retailers did not order enough dolls to meet demand.
Yeah.
That was a in-joke, and in fact, when the original Toy Story was released, the toy sellers did not think the movie would be a hit, so they didn't make as much toys. But little did they know, Jonathan Jones was getting a Buzz Lightyear toy.
That's right.
And he had to wait a little bit.
Honestly, I don't remember, but
I don't know.
I got him. I got him at some point.
Vintage.
Yep. There he is.
Yeah. You know what I didn't realize until last episode? Was that I didn't have the actual Mr. Potato Head. It's just Mr. Potato Head toy, not like the Toy Story version. So I don't even have like the original hat or anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Another part about that scene was, so that line about the toys, like they're not being enough to meet demand, was like delivered by like tour guide Barbie. And they were like, I think it was Mattel or whatever, like didn't really want to give them like the rights to use Barbie in the first one. But now the first one's a hit.
Now
and so
they want to sell more Barbies.
So now they're all of a sudden they're on it. So I can only imagine like all the toy companies that like probably tried to get in on it after the first one came out. And of course they only went with stuff that like made sense, but I don't know, I feel like all these different toy brands like G.I. Joe or whatnot, like Hot Wheels, they probably would have wanted to be in it at some point.
Do you have a toy in mind that you want to see in the Toy Story films that has not been shown yet? Because I do.
I have one actually, but it's only because I can. It's actually under this bed right now because I saw it recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't think we have the same one then.
It's not one that anyone's going to know. It's just a toy from my childhood that now I wanted to see in a movie.
You want to see it animated?
Yeah.
What is it?
All right, let me go get it. Hang on. You stall.
Okay. I'm stalling. It is time for stalling while Jonathan plays with his toys. Oh, he's opening a box. He's looking through the box. Hope these toys aren't in storage. Jesse hates that. Still digging. I think he's found something. He's closed the box. What have we found? Hey, I did a good job stalling.
Never mind. I didn't find it.
Ah!
It was gonna be that. It was gonna be that orange bird that with the squeaker.
Zazu? Zazu's cousin?
Yeah, we can run that one back.
Okay, well, I have a toy, but it's not with me. But it is in every single Cracker Barrel you'll ever find, and I want to see the Weasel Ball, the classic Weasel Ball.
Oh,
that would be so funny and chaotic.
Okay.
Oh man,
that'd be fun.
So great.
I thought you were gonna say the game that they have on the table with like the golf tees, and if you don't solve it, the puzzle, you're an ignoramus.
It calls you an ignoramus in like the Mr. Haney voice.
I don't know how you bring that to life, but Pixar could do it.
Yeah. Maybe one of the holes is a mouth.
I was also thinking, I know we're doing a history segment right now, but I've got a tangent to communicate to you. So Ham.
Yeah.
I was thinking about him today because like he's a piggy bank.
Right.
But he's not a toy. So is he just a piggy bank that's come to life?
Yeah.
Like he actually holds change. Unless he's like from some TV show, that they made a toy of.
I think that he's not... Oh, maybe. Maybe he's really evil Dr. Porkchop.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's just like a kid's piggy bank, which it borderlines as a toy. Because, they have those that are like rubber.
Yeah.
Or soft plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a porcelain one.
Yeah.
So,
it's a plastic one.
I think he's a toy.
Okay. All right.
Gamify saving up for money. You're like, oh, I'm going to give it to my toy that holds money.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. I should do that.
Money.
Just have a boring old jar.
Well, we can continue on with the
Let's
history.
continue. So the truck with the giant cylinder on it that almost squishes Mr. Potato Head has the words Kartoffel Pfannkuchen written on the side, which is German for potato pancake.
Oh.
So that's a fun little background thing. It goes deep.
Just for all the German kids out there.
Yeah. I wonder if for the German version they translate it to English.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting. In the opening scene during Buzz Lightyear's gameplay, multiple Star Wars sound effects can be heard.
Yeah.
You like that. Including Darth Vader's breathing, a fire blaster, and a lightsaber swish. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
I feel like this was the height of... This is the same year that The Phantom Menace came out.
That's true. Yeah.
Was it before or after, do you think?
No, November of 99 would have been after. And
Okay.
Yeah, so they would have been in production of this during all that hype going on. Like the
They just
re-release
knew
of
it
the
was gonna
special
be a hit.
editions and stuff, yeah.
But they were playing it safe by using Empire Strikes Back as an homage.
I mean, there's so many Star Wars references in this movie. But even at the
It's so
beginning,
good.
whenever he lands and he's trying to get into like Zurg's lair, there's that like it's kind of an homage to Jabba's palace because there's that like eyeball droid that comes out of the wall and looks
Yeah.
around to like let him in. And then like as he's going inside, it's very like the door shut behind him and the lights go out, and it's very reminiscent of like Empire Strikes Back when he's like on Cloud City. So, and then those sound effects, I recognized them. I was like, that's straight out of Star Wars.
I love the image of the battery when he's sticking his hand through the hologram.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It almost sounds better than an actual lightsaber effect. Like when you match that sound with the hologram, it sounds better than swishing a lightsaber. Am I wrong? That's a wrong take. I'm aware. That's a wrong take.
Yeah, but it's a good sound. I'm with you on it. I liked it too. It's like
Great sound.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you do it? We do mediocre impressions, but also mediocre sound effects.
No, you had it. You had it good. I got my lightsaber back there, but I don't want to pull it out just because it would make too much noise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then like the hovering plates, I liked that scene a lot.
That felt like Indiana Jones, like trying to get
It did, but it also seemed. It also seemed like Luke going through the Death Star and like turning the power down and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, just Cloud City in general.
Yeah, it was fun.
But yeah,
I didn't see the new Lightyear movie, but if it wasn't just an extended sequence of the opening of Toy Story 2, then like what are we doing? Like
Right.
I feel like, which I know it wasn't, but
I have not seen it.
I just felt like that was so
either.
fun.
We might have to do that after all this is over.
We might have to, yeah.
We might be tired of Toy Story by the time we see the fifth one, but we'll see. There is one big tidbit of information that pertains to Toy Story 2 that is a really interesting story to me. Now, Jonathan, feel free to cut in and add any fact checks for me.
Sure.
But in 1998, Pixar was racing toward the finish line of Toy Story 2. Hundreds of artists, animators, and engineers had spent years bringing Woody, Buzz, and the gang back to life. Then, disaster struck. One mistaken command was entered into Pixar's computer system. At first, nobody noticed. Then files began disappearing. Woody's files vanished, then Rex, then Ham. Entire scenes started evaporating in real time. With moments, nearly 90% of the movie was being erased. Pixar's team frantically shut down their servers, but the damage had already been done. I heard a story where they literally just unplugged the computers back then.
Yeah. They were just like, pull the plug.
Yeah. The obvious solution was to restore the backup, except the backup system had failed for weeks. The studio suddenly faced the unthinkable possibility years of work on $100 million film could be gone forever. Engineers packed into the conference room searching for answers, but every path seemed blocked. Then one person spoke up. Technical director Galen Sussman. I don't know if I pronounced that right. There's always some random name I'm never pronouncing right. But she had been working from home while caring for her newborn daughter. Because of that arrangement, she had a copy of the film's assets stored on her home computer. This is 1996-7. I didn't mean to 6-7, sorry.
The story, I remember, I'm just gonna cut in.
Yeah, cut me off.
Actually, I've got the tale of it right here. Creativity Inc. by Ed Catmull. And I listened to the chapter 8 where it discussed this story. It happened in 1998. That's all I need to say. That's all.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
You should have wrote this story. You could just
No,
read from
you
the
got
book,
it.
a whole
Yeah,
chapter. Well, it wasn't perfect, but it might just be enough. Sussman and fellow Pixar engineer Orrin Jacob rushed to her house, carefully loaded the computer into a car, wrapped it in blankets, and they drove it back to Pixar Studios like it was the most valuable object on Earth.
Yeah.
Kind of $100 million object, if you think about it. In many ways, it was. Inside that machine was the only surviving version of Toy Story 2. And when the computer finally booted up, the team held their breath. And it worked, obviously, because everybody's seen the movie.
Yeah.
The backup wasn't completely current, but it contained enough of the film to save the project. After days of recovery work, Pixar pieced the movie back together. Toy Story 2 survived, went on to become a critical commercial success, and became one of the most beloved animated films ever made. And like years later, Inside Quotes rated it Stapliest. Or a quack. Who knows? Who knows? And at the center of that incredible rescue was one person who happened to have a backup at home. Galen Sussman, the woman who saved Toy Story 2. Salute to her, for real. Like, if that happened with Toy Story 4, people would have been like, all right, just scrap it. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got for fun facts.
I had a little bit more on that because,
okay.
Well, just the production of this movie in general. All of that is true. And after they made the first one, they had a deal with Disney to kind of produce movies. But they originally started production of this as like a straight-to-DVD or straight-to-video sequel. Like Disney was doing, like Return to Jafar, those like straight to Simba's Pride, like the lesser Disney sequels. And so
Return of Jafar was good.
I didn't like that one. King of Thieves I liked, but
King of Thieves was good.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, and hey, no shade to anyone that grew up with those Disney sequels and loved them. Like, I'm not here to hate on you, but they were noticeably lesser quality, I would say.
Yeah.
And that was the trouble that they ran into, was like, we don't know how to do a bad job. Like, they just had too high standards for themselves.
Yeah.
So, like, at a certain point, they're like, we're spending a lot of time on this, and this is, like, pretty high-quality stuff. So they pitched it to Disney to do, like, a theatrical, version instead. But they weren't able to, like, move their release date. So they were on, like, a crunch time.
Oh, man.
So, and they needed to, like, extend it out a little bit more. But, like, not only that, they had, like, two teams working. There was a team working on Bug's Life. That was, like, the main priority at the time. And then there was the Toy Story 2 guys that were, like, in some other building doing their own thing. Mm-hmm. Ash Brannon was, like, directing it.
From Surf's Up?
From Surf's Up. He was directing the movie. They were giving it to him to, like, develop talent.
Okay.
At a certain point, like, after the whole Bug's Life came out, John Lasseter came back and started looking at, like, dailies or whatever they call them, and was like, this isn't working. So they had to, like,
he got fired?
They had to, like, yeah, he kind of did. He's still, like, a co-director on the movie.
Him up.
He's still a co-director, but
okay.
And he had worked on the original Toy Story as, like, an animator and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. But they basically, like, within less than a year, had to, like, rehaul this entire movie. So I don't know how much of the, like, they kept. I know the whole storyline with the toy collector was there from the beginning, but apparently it wasn't working, whatever they had. So, I mean, I think in the book
so
it
John
said, like,
Lasseter was like, let's just make this Empire Strikes Back.
I mean, it goes to show, like, when you hear movies are doing reshoots and, like, there's script problems, like, sometimes they can pull it off and make a masterpiece,
Yeah.
But all the Pixar staff was, like, incredibly overworked and had, like, what is it, like, what is that term, like, whenever you carpal tunnel and stuff like that, like, all those, like, wrist, like, repetitive movement injuries and stuff.
I mean, whenever the fact that Galen Sussman had the backup files at her house while she was on maternity leave tells you a lot.
So there's just a lot. This movie had a lot of production trouble, and it still came out
better than the first.
And was pretty good. Pretty good. So.
Yeah. All right.
Well, how good is it? Should we put it to the test?
We should. Are there first with all of our Pixar movies, we like to talk about the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Do you have a list of the Easter eggs? Because I feel like
I made a list of them, and I felt like it was a shorter list for this movie, actually.
Yeah. The only one I've seen is the one that comes to mind is the bugs from A Bug's Life, on the leaf when Buzz is pushing them away. Mm-hmm. There's got to be more.
Well, we've actually talked about all of the ones that I had written down, like all the Star Wars references. There's a big one later on in the movie that we can get to, but like the cleaner character from the Jerry's Game Pixar short. Mm-hmm. There was the Bug's Life. Even like there was like a little blooper at the end. But was it in the actual movie? Can you like zoom in and like see the bugs on the leaf? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And then I made reference to it before, but like the toy shortage of Buzz Lightyear. So, I mean, apart from that, there's like all the typical, like the A113 license plate and the Luxo ball and stuff like that. But I felt like there was like less Easter eggs in Toy Story 2.
I guess it was just packed full of story.
It was just too many Star Wars references, like Space Camp.
Yeah, but this was so good, though.
Well, yeah, like Space Camp. Well, and one thing to note, I guess, Easter eggs wise, is in the first Toy Story, there's like the Buzz Lightyear commercial, and at the end of it, it says like now available at Al's Toy Barn. So they did like have like a teaser for like the Toy Story
next movie.
So whether they knew that or not at the time, I don't think they did, but they used that and like went forward with that. So there was no Chicken Man in that first commercial.
I was gonna wear the chicken suit, but I didn't. It's at the cleaners right now.
I know Jerry's got it.
Yeah, Jerry's refurbishing it for me. So, yeah, I know we're doing a costume podcast these days.
Yeah.
But I just went with the black shirt to represent Woody's dream of him falling into the abyss. Where Andy's like, bye, Woody. You know, that's all I could come up with, so you're welcome.
I was going to say another quote, but we got to save it.
Yeah.
I got this shirt for $1 the night before your wedding.
Yes.
And wore it to your rehearsal dinner. And it was
and
the only
so
thing
did me.
That was like country western with the little logos here on the shirt. So that's what I got today.
Should I go put my version on? I have that as well. We wore matching of that shirt because it was on clearance. So I got all of our groomsmen that shirt.
Yeah, for like $1.
It was $1. I was like, why not spice up the rehearsal dinner?
Yeah, why not?
So, okay, I'll go get it.
Okay.
You know, I'm very surprised neither of us have, like, a cowboy hat or anything. I guess I'm not surprised because we're not.
Yeah.
But, all right, there we go.
All right.
Matching. We're costuming again.
Costume podcast back on the table.
Let's do it. Okay, well, at this point, now that we are suited up for the show, let's put this movie to the test.
Okay.
All right, well, as the listeners should know by now, we have a test for the movie that meets our IQ standards. Movies must collect at least 6 points to be or 7 points to be a staple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
10 points to be stapliest. Winning a total of 13, maybe 14. I have another bonus point opportunity for you.
Oh, I added one too.
Okay.
Is it the same one?
We'll see.
Yeah.
If it is 6 or below, the movie will be a quack, as our Space Camp episode has fallen short of. So, yeah. But yeah, we'll have 10 tests. We have the quotable quotes test, worth a total of 2 points. Magnificent music test. We've got the actors and characters test. We've got the rewatchable review factor, sensational set design, proprietary props, fantastic foods and where to find them, cinematography and animation, costumes test, and the cool credits test. Let's get started with test number 1.
Okay.
Quotable quotes. Now, Jonathan, the criteria for the quotable quotes must have at least 5 quotes that we can come up with for the 1 point, or 10 without help to be the full 2 points.
Yeah.
This is obviously going to pass that.
I don't know.
I think it has just as many. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, one of my favorites, we'll start off, was making delicious hot schmoes. Oh, I didn't put delicious. I put flaming. I was going to fix that. My bad.
Oh, man.
There's one. Jonathan, hit him with a second.
Who's behind? Mine.
Man. You know, I didn't get that quote until recently.
I also love when they're leaving, like, Andy's house to go on the journey, when they're all using, like, Slinky Dog to, like, parachute down. They're grabbing onto him and jumping down and holding onto his behind. and then whenever he jumps off, he just, like, grabs his own butt and jumps. And we don't know what happens.
Slinky Dog is the... Well, you just hear a little spring at the end.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Slinky Dog is kind of the goat. Maybe a scene stealer.
Could
We'll
be.
see.
Could be.
All right. Well, then I've got the creepy dream sequence where Andy goes, "Oh, I forgot. You're broken.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to play with you anymore. Bye, Woody."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of memes from this one.
It's 3.
I'm a married spud. I'm a married spud.
That's 4. I've got $50 ain't bad.
Yeah.
5.
You saved our lives. We're eternally grateful.
6. Was that not in the first one, though?
I don't think it was in the first one. I almost said that for the first one, and then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's from the second one, isn't it?
Huh.
No.
Well, that's 6.
Yeah.
How about a ham sandwich with fries and a hot dog? You could be the toy that comes with a meal. 7.
I mean, I feel like this is the biggest one, so I don't feel like I want to steal it, but
Okay.
I'm sure you've got it on your list, which is like, I can't believe I have to drive all the way to work on a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm saving that one for you.
Yeah. I just
All the
love
way
that
to
one.
work. So, what is that? That's 8.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to play. I lived it.
Yes, I say that one a lot.
You say that a lot. So 9. We're almost one more away from getting the full 2 points.
Yeah, nobody look till I get my cork back in. I don't really quote that one, but I just loved it.
The way he spins around
Yeah.
when he does that, it's so funny. Oh, man. Well, just bonus ones. It's not a suicide, it's a rescue. Yow, my biscuits are burning.
Prepare to meet Mr. Angry Eyes. I feel like the Angry Eyes was like a big
Don't
joke
forget
when that
your
one came
angry
out.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. No, Buzz, I am your father. By the way, is this the movie that made people think, like, that Mandela effect, like the quote is, "Luke, I am your father"? Or this just enabled it? I don't know.
I think it was already before this.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess so. The original quote is, "No, I am your father," not "Luke, I am your father."
Yeah.
But just like in quoting it back and forth with people like me and Jeremy, we just misquoted it a lot.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that passes the 2 full points. So we're on a good start.
Yeah. Okay, I'm officially freaked out now.
That's 13, 14.
Mm-hmm. I also really like they're flipping channels really fast. I think of this every time I'm like flipping through channels on cable or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, "You're going too fast." He's like, "I can tell."
Wait, you just found it. I'm already in the 40s. I'm going to have to roll it back
Gotta
around.
keep going.
Yeah.
I think of that scene a lot. Well, for the next test, we've got the magnificent music. So, can you name or identify by sound the theme by heart? In other words, can you guess the movie based on the score? So we've got the original Randy Newman score, and then we've got the original songs for the movie. I was looking up the songs because everyone knows this movie from the Sarah McLachlan song, "When She Loved Me." That's what when somebody loved me, right?
Yeah, when somebody loves you.
So I looked it up, and I was like, okay, did Randy Newman write this song, or did Sarah McLachlan write it? Randy Newman wrote it.
Yeah, wasn't there some like Phil Collins drama kind of?
Well, I think that he, I read
like
that
he wanted to sing it, and they were like, nah.
I don't think he wanted to sing it. I think he just pushed back, thinking like, this is too sad. No kid is going to sit through this. Like,
oh man.
I think that was his pushback until he like saw it in the movie and was like, okay, this works. But it got me thinking, like, I really wish there was a version of Randy Newman singing this song because that would be hilarious.
That would be funny.
And I tried to find one, but there's just like instrumental versions that he's performed and recorded, not like where he's doing the vocals. So,
and this is peak infomercial Sarah McLachlan, like,
oh yeah,
In the Arms of the Angels,
yeah,
like abused pets commercial.
Yeah,
they picked the right person for that.
I mean, it's an icon. It's such a good emotional song. I will say, like, that was a deterrent to me rewatching this movie. Like, really? I feel like that was a sequence I didn't want to watch again.
Is it
like it was so sad?
Is it like Miss Piggy vibes? Like, oh my goodness, let's get this song over with. Or is it just too sad?
It was too sad. There was a little bit of that though. Like, oh, I really just don't want to sit through this. Like, I know what's going to happen. But also, I felt like it was just like too sad and emotional.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like it was one that, like, I was a kid, I was like, okay.
It's the sequence that gets talked about the most.
Sure.
As in, like, whenever you bring up Toy Story 2, people are like, I can't watch it. It's too sad. Kind of like in Up, where they're like, oh, the first 10 minutes of that movie is so sad. But the rest of the movie's also good. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still liked it. It was just one of those things that, like, yeah, I think it made an impression on me about this movie that it was a sad movie. So I felt like that's why, like, I felt like I liked the first one more than the second one. And then as I got older, people were like, the second one's the best one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It really is, though. Like, it's... It's more of a comfort watch for me. Because it's not scary. They replaced the scary moments for sad moments.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some other sad things in it, too, that we can get to later. But I do feel like musically, that was like a moment that was like you said, it was just peak infomercial time.
Yep.
But there's another track.
You need 3 to pass.
Yeah. Well, I think Woody's Roundup is actually the bop of the movie. Like, that just gets stuck in your head.
It's really good.
Between the instrumental versions that play throughout, like, but just like, yeah, that song is number 1. And then you still have to count You've Got a Friend in Me.
You do, because there's 2 new versions in this movie. You've got the acoustic version that's in the movie, and then like at the end, where Wheezy is singing the Mikey from the TV show Recess edition of You Got a Friend in Me.
Yeah.
Which is, dare I say, great.
It's pretty good.
Maybe better.
It's pretty good. Yeah. So I think it definitely passes in that regard. And I think the score does too. I wrote down a few here.
Yeah.
The cleaner music stands out to me. I like the music at the beginning. Zurg's Planet. It's just like sci-fi adventure. That part. It puts you in the movie there. Woody's a Star. That's kind of like when he's like seeing all the merchandise and like, you know, so it puts you there, and I feel like the music is good. But also, Jesse's in Trouble is kind of like the music that the show Woody's Roundup used for like the Finest Hour music, and it kind of gets a reprise near at the end, you know. And so I felt like it has standout moments.
Yeah, my only thing is that for the majority of it, it's kind of hard to tell that it's specifically the second one. Like if you were blindfolded and just listening to it.
Yeah.
But with it, you could still tell it's Toy Story, so I think I still want to count it.
Yeah.
But and then specifically the cleaner scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's from Toy Story 2 for sure.
I think that is probably the standout instrumental from this movie.
Yeah.
One note that Kelsey had while we were watching it was like,
is this what the wife say?
What the wife say?
I didn't watch this with Abby, so I didn't have any what the wife say.
She just mentioned that she felt like a lot of the music, specifically from the second Toy Story, is what is used in the Disney parks, like in Toy Story Land. So she like recognized pieces of music that was like, I feel like this is used in like the land area or in like the ride queues and things like that. So I'm sure that there's some original stuff that they made for the park, but also they definitely, I think they pulled some of that music too. So
it's
I
good
don't know.
stuff.
I feel like that counts for something to give it the pass here.
I'll give it 2 points.
2 points.
Easy peasy.
Randy Newman, he can't keep phoning it in though, you know.
We'll see about number 3.
Okay.
All right, we'll give that one 2 full points. All right, test number 3, the characters test. Do these characters check the boxes to make a dynamic movie? We've got 3 out of the 5 boxes that we have to check, but we've got the lead hero, which is Woody again, and he's dealing with becoming a broken toy, losing his value, but then separated, realizing his worth, but he still chooses his family and saves others too.
Yeah.
He's very compelling, he's very memorable, and he's emotionally engaging. Still a great hero.
Yeah.
I'm checking that. And for the rest of the list, I've chosen to only have new characters that were introduced because there's so many characters.
I think I did too.
Okay.
Yeah, for what I put. I was going to say Woody is definitely the lead, but I really like the way that Buzz steps into the lead in this movie.
Yeah.
Like he takes Woody's role with like the rest of the toys.
He really does,
so
yeah.
He really steps up in that way, and it makes it pretty funny whenever he has to like put up with like the new Buzz and was like, was I really this way? Like that diluted?
Yeah.
Am I really that fat? No. So it's like, it's a little twist on the first one, but in a way that's still fresh and everything. And I really like the way that I don't know, the movie handles that. That's still, I guess, the B story, and like the Woody story is kind of the A story. But I
with
do
so
like
many
the way
characters,
that
there's A, B, C, D. There's lowercase a,
E, F, G,
lowercase b, you know,
H, I, J,
B,
K,
F,
elemental
finish
P,
them off. Yep.
QRS. Oh, that's where
Tov.
I'm gonna stop.
You forgot Tov. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, so Woody is the lead, but Buzz is the hero.
I would say that. So I mean, it still passes either way. I'm just
Okay.
well, at least that aspect. Yeah.
Well, we have 2 villains / antagonists.
Yeah.
We've got Al, the Pokemon scalper, and the genuine toy lover, who, however, he hates kids, and the only playing with toys is the dis-playing variety. He's in it for a buck, 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 buck. So, I mean, I feel like he's not really... He's just sort of like a plot mover than a villain.
Yeah.
He's not like... If he really knew what was going on, he probably wouldn't. Like, if the toys came to life like they did with Sid, you know, he probably wouldn't be such a villain, but...
Yeah.
He'd probably make more money off of them.
Yeah, because there's not really a conflict at all in the human world between like him and like Andy and his family, because they don't even know, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. I low key was like, really, like the mom just like didn't even notice that the Woody doll she put in the cash box like just disappeared somehow.
Yeah.
I think she's a little oblivious at times. I don't know. But also, it's just another toy. You know what I mean? Like
it is.
My kid's got 100 of them.
Or is it just another toy?
There's some theories about.
There's some theories that that's his dad's Woody doll.
Yeah.
I kind of
she refers to it as a family heirloom.
Yeah.
That it wasn't for sale. So
that's what makes me feel. Yeah. Anyways,
well, I have some thoughts on that too, but yeah, we can keep going. Well, I was just going to say, because I was thinking about this today. This is just a little side tangent, but like, so in the first movie, like Buzz arrives, they open him up out of the box, and he doesn't know that he's a toy, right? So he has to go on this whole journey of like realization about like he is not, what's listed on the box as far as like he's not actually an astronaut with Star Command and a Space Ranger and all that. So, and then we see the same thing in the second one with the other Buzz. Like he goes through the same thing. So I was wondering, like, does every toy go through that process of like they think that they are whatever the toy manufacturer has created, or like what movie property they're based off of, and do they all have to go through that process? I don't know if it speaks to this in other movies at all, but I was wondering because Woody is like from an old TV show. I mean, it looks like an old 50s TV show. So has he just like gone through that process and forgotten over the years?
I guess so.
Is he like a 40-year-old toy or something like that at that point? Like,
well, he is. You know how they're making him seem like he's balding in the fifth one? He's balding in this one. He's got a lot of use.
That's true.
He fixes him.
Yeah.
So, however, I feel like he should remember his past owner. Unless his dad's name is also Andy.
Yeah. So if he doesn't,
put in storage, I don't know.
Yeah. So if he doesn't, what makes Buzz so special? Like the Buzz toy, they all go through this process of like discovering that they're a toy.
Space programming, I guess.
Maybe they got like computer chips in them now. The old toys didn't have that.
Yeah, true. Buzz didn't know he could speak Spanish, but he does in the third one. But yeah. Okay. Well, the real villain of this story is Pete the Prospector. Stinky
Pete.
Someone who is never allowed out of his box, and he needs others to feel his pain over fixing himself and finding freedom. Great backstory.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't understand what it's like to be played with because he's not the popular toy. No one wants you, Booster.
I was just going to say, yeah.
And
he's the Booster of Woody's Roundup.
Truly. And so that gives him a wonderful villain arc. You kind of like understand it, where he's coming from.
Yeah.
But you also don't want him to succeed. And you also want him to be good at the end. But no, it's one of those where like the villain is defeated and now he's getting makeovers in the backpack with a Barbie. His worst nightmare. Overplayed with.
Yeah. It's fun to rewatch this one now as an adult because you can just see all the ways he's manipulating him. But like he's doing it so masterfully because like you think they're just a family. Like we need to be together,
That's all they've really known.
And you don't want to leave Bullseye, right? Jessie, she's been through so much, you should really go talk to her and
He's great. He's really great.
Yeah, and how long, he's already ripped your arm. Like how long is that going to last? Which is
how did you end up at a yard sale?
It's a legitimate question,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's true.
He's definitely the villain, but Al Wiggum is also a funny one.
Wiggum.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that the villain's passed, so that's 2 out of the 5. Then we've got the supporting characters. I gave this one to Jessie because this is just as much Jessie's movie as it is Woody's. There's introducing a whole new main-ish character.
Yeah.
And she elevates the movie by taking over like the reasoning for why she's so scared of I don't know how I'm wording this. Why she's so like worried about being claustrophobic and put in storage, goes through her backstory, and she introduces a whole new element that most toys have never even thought about that toys go through yet.
Yeah. That's what happens when they abandon you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, such a strong character too. I mean, Jessie and Bullseye, they're just good additions to the cast.
I love Bullseye.
Yeah. And And this shouldn't count for Toy Story 2, but it is one of those things that, like, when you go back and watch the first one, it's like, oh, like, they should be there. Why aren't they in the first one?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's like they've always been there. So,
yeah,
I feel like they're great additions to this cast. Yeah.
They really are. Well, I'm passing Jessie because she's a great character.
Mm-hmm.
Her voice acting is really good, too, although it is kind of annoying. And it doesn't really make sense. Yeah. She's great. Let me just say she's great. But I do have a gripe because it's not really like a cowgirl accent at all.
Yeah.
It's like Wisconsin. I don't know. Whatever. It's weird.
Andy.
Precious Andy. Anyways. I can't hear her voice without... Like, they couldn't change her voice.
Yeah.
And not be less iconic. So, it's done. Minor characters and cameos. We've got Bullseye. We got Jerry.
Okay.
And without Jerry, Woody would be dead. Or armless, you know?
Yeah.
So he really came in clutch. And saved the day a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then our scene stealer.
For the scene stealer. I've got
scene
one.
stealer.
I've got one. I know who
All right.
it is. It's
All right.
Wheezy.
It's Wheezy.
That's who I put.
I didn't even put Wheezy. He doesn't really steal the scene for me. He just is at the beginning and the end.
I empathize with Wheezy so
I
much.
do too.
Like, I feel like that's so hard. Like, yeah,
I'm checking the top shelf to see if I have any toys. I do.
And also, like, I just feel like there's other toys that I've had that just, like, you know, when the squeaker goes out, you know, and it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You can't fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I just always loved Wheezy as like a side character. I thought about putting him as like a minor character cameo that I really love, but
he's kind of like the mascot, like the silly little mascot of this movie. Like the first one was the aliens. This one is Wheezy. He's on the DVD menu.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So who are you?
I was gonna say Buster.
Buster. Yeah.
I love Buster.
Yeah.
My favorite dog ever.
He's
But
a good
Slinky Dog, but he's not
True.
new.
Yeah.
Either Buster or Bullseye, because Bullseye steals the scene, and he doesn't say any words at all.
That's true. I heard that they originally were gonna have like Martin Short voice that character, but they like decided to like have him be
For Buster.
No.
I mean,
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
But they decided it would be
No.
more effective as like a silent character, and
He
you
needs to
can't
be a
silence
Pluto.
Martin Short, you know. So
No.
they did
He's
the
gonna
right thing.
yell
there.
outrageously.
Yeah.
He should be in it though. He'd be a good character.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the characters test it. It passes.
It passes. It
Yeah,
passes.
yeah.
All right. The next one is the rewatchable review factor. Is this movie rewatchable? Like National Treasure, does this movie steal the Declaration of Independence?
Well,
Can you watch it over and over again?
Well, despite what I said earlier about it having that sad sequence in the middle, I still have always loved this one. I love the addition of like Woody's backstory in Toy Story 2. So even though it has like that sequence in the middle that's sad, I've always loved seeing like him just like discover the past of these old TV show episodes and like all the merch and stuff, and like I just feel like it's a natural continuation of the first movie. And I feel like it's very rewatchable. It's just as funny. Yeah, I don't know. What do you say?
I agree. I think this, of course, is the best Toy Story movie. And it's a good comfort watch. And when I go to Toy Story, I'm watching this one first.
Yeah.
It's just too good. I'm passing it.
Yeah. I feel like you definitely have to watch them in order the first time, because this one is playing, you know, with so many of like the themes of the first one. Especially when like Buzz is like trying to like rally all the other toys. It's like, you know, did Woody give up on you guys when you guys tried to push us out of a moving truck? It's like, oh, you had to bring that up.
I guess you have to, but...
Or when Sid had me strapped to a rocket? Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
But then again, this is my first Toy Story movie, so I might be biased, but I didn't have a problem with it.
You don't have to, but I'm just saying to appreciate it. I feel like it is...
Fully.
It's definitely playing on a lot of the themes from the first one.
Okay. All right.
But I give it a pass. Well, sensational set design is our next test. Does the set design blow your mind, or did they film in an iconic filming location? How do we temper this for animation? Is it just... We talked about this last time.
They're creating the world in itself, so they're not going to a film location, but they're creating a film location.
Yeah.
So basically put your eyes in toy mode.
Yeah.
But I have a litmus test for this.
Okay.
If you're having a hard time deciding what set design is good, basically, would you pass this as a cool location to insert inside a theme park? Maybe Disney, perhaps.
Yes. I was thinking along these lines. First one that came to mind was the airport luggage conveyor belt.
Not only is that a great theme park idea, that's not just like set design. That's a ride idea.
Yeah.
And that maybe we might be thinking of the same idea, but this is my bonus point.
That was what I was thinking. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's cemented.
If a movie has a scene that like would easily translate, or like you would love to see as like a Disney ride or a theme park ride attraction, that's a bonus point.
Bonus point.
Like, Harry and Hagrid,
doors.
Gringotts Vault, the
Yep.
the track down there. Anything that could easily be like that.
The doors in Monsters Inc., which they finally are doing.
Yeah.
The Muppet Show. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The roller coaster secret room in Casper.
Oh yeah, that's
the derby race.
Yeah.
In Little Rascals. I don't know. I'm coming up with random stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think that's a bonus point. But also just
right.
the design of the airport and that whole scene was like, I thought that was good.
We'll call it the Mystic Portal, because that's what the aliens call it.
Yeah.
The Mystic Portal. The baggage conveyor belt. But other than that, the set design is great. I noticed that Andy's room has changed from the clouds to stars.
Stars, yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was always clouds this whole time.
Yeah. I guess it's just that first house that they lived in, then they moved away at the end.
Yeah, I guess they had to make a new painting. Maybe it's too cool for clouds. We've got Al's Toy Barn, which is great. But this movie also, like, really, speaking of back rooms, this has a lot of liminal spaces in this movie. Like the air vents and, like, the elevators, the empty grocery store. Like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And liminal spaces are kind of, like, scary, but also intriguing at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
And perfect for a toy to, crawl through there, so.
Yeah. And perfect to animate because it's very minimal.
Yeah, true.
So, I'm giving that a point.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to give it a bonus point. We're going to have like 15 extra points.
That's true.
By the end of this podcast. So maybe
all right.
Maybe we should just take away the 2 pointers at the beginning and just make the quotes one test.
Maybe.
And Magnificent Music a whole test.
I would say the IQ test is a work in progress. Like
it's a work in progress.
We're going to make adjustments along the way.
And we'll re-edit them based on our changes. But I'm giving that 2 points. That's getting a bonus point.
All right. So the proprietary props test, Jeremy.
Yes.
Is there a standout iconic prop from this movie that you would love to have?
Absolutely. I want all of the Woody's Roundup toys, the bubble hat, the snake boot.
And I want to knock out the teeth.
Yeah. That's all like specific to this movie.
Yeah.
So, an easy pass for me. Also would like to say the refurbishing kit is really cool.
I had that written down too, yeah. His little hat stand to hang his hat on.
His hat stand. The display cases.
The Q-tip that he rubs his eye.
Yeah. That's
one of the most satisfying.
Of a Q-tip.
It was good. I believed it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the most satisfying animation sequences of all time. We'll say that in our next test.
Yeah.
Or no, in 2 tests from now. Also kind of want to say the cones a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a disguise, so more of a costume.
Yeah, it's costume. No, they're definitely iconic.
Yeah.
Is that a reference to the Cozy Cone Hotel?
Dude, you're so right. are... Oh my goodness. Dude, I just came up with a Pixar theory.
No, someone else came up with that before.
No, not the Pixar theory.
Oh, a Pixar theory. Okay.
But it changes that because... Let me break this down. Cars, they aren't really lifelike real cars. What they are Hot Wheels. They're toys from Toy Story, but only Hot Wheels, without the Hot Wheels brand.
Oh, so they're tiny, and they can fit in real size cones.
And they can fit in real size cones. Yes.
Not a
Think
bad
about
idea.
it. Get back with me.
Okay. How about next week?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, we're not doing cars then.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying.
But yeah, just get back with me. Yeah. I think it's plausible. Better than like human connection, gaining intelligence, like the Pixar theory says. Yeah, right. You're right. Not a fan. All right. Well, that passes that.
Okay.
We've got test number 7, the Fantastic Foods and Where to Find Them test. Now, this movie is officially sponsored by Cowboy Crunchies, but we never see Cowboy Crunchies.
It's true.
What we do see...
Are they Mr. Twisty's Cheese Girls?
No, they're like Pirate's Booty.
Oh, okay.
The actual corn puffs. But they're like way lower calorie.
Mm-hmm.
You can eat a whole bag for like 400 calories. It's great. So we've been going through a phase of that.
Yeah. So the Cheetos, that's really the only thing...
The only thing I see.
Yeah, that I could think of.
But some people are grossed out by that scene. But like everybody knows what it's like to have a hand covered of Cheeto dust.
It's true.
And he's a slob in it. He burps in it. But like, regardless, I still want those Cheetos that are on the ground.
It's funny when Bullseye licks his fingers, but it's kind of gross too.
It is gross. It is gross. I'm not saying the dust on his fingers. I'm saying the Cheetos.
The Cheetos themselves, like the way Bullseye like steps on it and crunches.
Yeah. Ooh, the sound is great. Let me just say, bro had all of his fingers and part of the back of his hand somehow covered in the cheese dust.
He was digging deep.
He was really deep. And
they must have been good.
And furthermore, that bowl was full when he spilled them when he fell asleep. Meaning, those cheese puffs were so good, he went back for another family-sized bowl of them. That's boy dinner if I've ever heard of it.
I think I was gonna say no on this one, but I mean it is an iconic scene.
It is,
and that was more just out of me just not like wanting to give it like, pass with flying colors across the board. But like, was the Cheetos really that iconic? I mean, it is a big scene.
I think,
and it does look good. So,
I love a Cheeto puff.
I guess we can give it a pass.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
We're going to get a perfect score. I know it.
You don't know what I'm about to say next, though.
I don't know. Okay. Cinematography and animation test.
Yeah, point, pass.
All right. Well, people say the dog in the first movie was atrocious. Well, they heard your complaints and they bring you Buster, the wiener dog. Hair is starting to look good. Watch out, James P. Sullivan, in 3 years.
Yeah.
The reflections on Buzz's helmet is improved a lot. I'm very surprised by that. It definitely seems like a Toy Story 3 quality move. But it was very good. The gum sticking to the cement cylinder.
Ooh, satisfying.
Great satisfying animation. Like stretchy. Oh, so good. Very memorable. The detail needed for the refurbishment of Woody. That whole sequence was great. The detail on the textures, like his gross Cheeto fingers, still impressive.
Yeah.
Enough to gross you out. And then the whole Star Wars sequence is just perfect.
I haven't read that like the shelf that Wheezy and Woody got put on, like all the dust that was on there. That was like a technical achievement at that time. Like that was hard to do.
That's particles.
And it like made like a record of like having like 2 million like dust particles in a shot or something like that.
Goodness.
You know, the shot of Woody, the dream sequence falling through like the floor of cards, like that was pretty visual. That was like a pretty cool shot.
Very true. Very true.
You already mentioned the opening, but I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And I also just I thought it was interesting to see the TV episodes of like of Woody's Roundup, you know. And I was actually thinking back to, because our last episode we had Jonathan Polly on to talk about his live action Toy Story, and I was like, oh, this is the same thing, like with the puppets and the strings and stuff. Like, you know, it kind of reminded me of that.
You should do an episode of Woody's Roundup at least. Not Toy Story 2, but that'd be good.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I thought of that when we were watching that.
It's very ironic seeing the toys in marionettes mode. Mm-hmm. Whenever you know that those toys can be alive. You know those toys can act and make it look really good, but nobody knows. Mm-hmm. We're actually watching a movie where toys are really in real life. It's kind of an Inception move.
Yeah. I wish I actually like said this quote a lot and like actually knew the exact quote, but it's like, what's that, Bullseye? Jesse and the prospector went down an abandoned mine shaft with help the abandoned critters, and now they're about to be blown to smithereens? Ride like the wind, Bullseye.
I know I stumbled all the plot of this episode in one little phrase. Yeah.
Just goes on forever.
That was great. That was great. So yeah, like I said, this is a technical achievement. This is a great use of cinematography for animation, and it's great animation in general as well. So we're passing that as well.
They're just getting better every time.
They are.
Moving
Maybe
it forward.
They're too good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would argue that it's too good now. We'll see.
Maybe.
We will see. All right. Well, the costumes test. Mm-hmm. Would these costumes work as Halloween costumes? And would people get it if you're at a party?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well,
of course.
I think the same answer as last time applies. I do feel like even though Woody and Jesse are not a couple, I feel like people do that as a couple's costume.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always been weird.
But you could also do like a Woody and like a Bo Peep or something like that.
Woody and Bo Peep. People do Buzz Lightyear all the time. Even Bullseye. Yeah. But specifically new characters, we've got Jesse. People dressing up as Jesse. You can tell.
Oh, yeah.
It's obvious. Like,
fan favorite character. Yeah.
Honestly, this test was kind of built... The IQ test was built for Toy Story 2. Because I feel like the Toy Story franchise just checks all these boxes. But
yeah.
But if we're talking human clothes, I'm still passing it for Al's Toy Barn chicken suit.
Okay. That's a good costume. Yeah.
Pretty good costume.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll pass that. Cool credits test. Now this one factors in the opening credits, the end credits, and a bonus point for if it had a memorable DVD menu. Mm-hmm. The opening credits was obviously a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah.
Paying homage to Star Wars. No question. Yeah. That's good. End credits, what do you think about the end credits?
I think the credits are great because of the bloopers.
Yeah, animated bloopers were kind of like... I don't know if they were introduced for this movie.
I looked it up. Bugs Life was the first Pixar movie to do the bloopers. Okay. So they get the credit for that. But, I mean, I feel like Pixar bloopers are like so it's memorable.
The extra mile.
That you are like almost as memorable as some of the scenes in the movie. That you like, people will quote that and then you'll realize, oh, that wasn't in the movie. That was like just the bloopers at the end, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's like a scene of like, you know, the prospector farting, and then he's just like, oh, I guess I guess that's why they call him. I guess I really am Stinky Pete, you know? Yeah. I just feel like that should be in the movie. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of
great stuff.
A lot of bloopers there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I think it counts.
That passes the test. But is there a memorable DVD menu? And we talked about this on the last episode for Toy Story, because it kind of has the same menu.
Yeah.
Because this came out before the height of DVDs and DVD menus, but for the 10th anniversary of Toy Story in 2005, which would be like the six years after this came out, they recreated menus for that anniversary version. Mm-hmm. And those menus were really good. It's just aliens looking at the TV. But this time, since they made it around the same project, they did that, but they added Wheezy in the mix of the aliens. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's Toy Story 2. So
yeah.
We passed it last week. We're going to pass it again this week, I feel. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah. I had one other thought just now with the costumes. I don't know if this counts, but I always loved the Zurg character design. Like from the moment I saw it.
I love that too.
I thought it was so
I love
cool.
the tennis ball shooters.
And I don't know if anyone dresses up as Zurg, but it'd be pretty cool if they did.
Dude, how... Yeah, I feel like that helmet would be hard to get.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not going to dress up as Darth Vader without the Darth Vader helmet. Mm-hmm. So that one's hard, but
yeah,
I
definitely.
agree with
that. Yeah. So bonus point for the menu. Also.
Bonus point. Wow, this is our highest scoring movie. This is a perfect score, and more. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14er. We got a 14er here.
Wow.
So it passes our test of 10. And not only is this a staple, but it is a stapliest staple. And I'm happy awarding that to this. So congratulations to Toy Story 2 for being a stapliest staple. We love you from Inside Quotes.
You earned it.
You earned it. You got any last notes before we close out?
Well, yeah, just one other comment I was going to say, and it just goes into my overall thoughts and my Letterboxd review or whatever. I mean, this would be a 5 out of 5 based on the IQ test, but also just like as I was rewatching this movie, I just had the thought like I can't wait to show this series to my kids.
I know.
Like I just felt like this is going to be really fun. So like if I'm ever blessed with a family and stuff like that would be.
I was waiting to see if you were going to announce anything.
No, not this episode. Father of the Bride Part 2. Then you'll know.
You'll know. All right.
But yeah, that was my final thought anyway.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to point out how much I love Bullseye. Yeah. He's the best. His little shy kick when his part comes on. I don't know how to do that while sitting down.
Bashful.
That's so cute. It's so great. Yeah. I love it. But I want to say in conclusion that this movie really truly makes me feel like a little boy. Like the most out of all the Toy Story movies. And maybe even Pixar. Like in the best way, it's a nostalgia bomb. And this was my first ever Pixar movie. And my world was never the same, and little did I know I'd be talking about it on the internet 25 years later. And as a matter of fact, little did I know what the internet was back then. But that's besides the point. It truly brought me back. I feel like I time traveled watching this. Sitting on the floor.
Yeah, to the Holland house.
Yep.
The gray carpet.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, well.
You know what? Another thought, too, is, I mean, I never, had been on a plane or anything before, so this just was my whole, thoughts about what an airport was Toy Story 2.
True, yeah.
And Home Alone, maybe, running late. But
I wonder how many kids got in trouble trying to sneak into the baggage claim.
That, I just always thought, I mean, I still don't know any different. That's what it looks like, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right, let's close this out. Another day, another staple. Well, everyone, our only question left is, what is your favorite inside quote from Toy Story 2? Leave your favorite quote down below in the comments. Let us know on Instagram at Insidequotescast.
And if you haven't followed us, go ahead and do that, and let us know if there are any movies you want us to cover on the show.
Our show art was done by Bryce Bridgman, and you can find him on Instagram at GroovyBridge.
And we would love it if you left us a 5-star review. If you do, we promise to read it out on the show, but more importantly, 5 stars, and we'll give you the power to defeat Zurg.
I don't need that. I lived it. Other consolation prizes could be we'll give you a brand new Buzz Lightyear anti-gravity utility belt.
That's a good one.
Or just a ham sandwich, some fries, and a hot dog. And maybe
Rex on the side.
We'll keep the toy. We'll keep Rex as the toy. Can't give him everything. All right, well, thanks for listening, everybody. We hoped you enjoyed listening to us talk about our childhood staples just as much as we have. And if you did, make sure you hit follow on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. so that you don't miss out on a future episode. Until next week, we'll see you next time on Inside Quotes.
Until then, we'll be sitting around a campfire enjoying some delicious hot schmoes.
I love that he was like envisioning that. Delicious hot schmoes. That's great. All right, we'll see ya.